We're gonna play through another section of LNL.
Hey, what did I miss?
A touching friend moment that you weren't a part of.
So, remember that entomology program I was talking about? That's it. That's my plan. I mean, I know I just did tendrils and just got mango, but I've been thinking about how we were always kind of into worms and stuff, even as kids.
I mean, you named your band after it.
We had that comic. We named our band Worm Drama. All those weird costumes.
My mom still isn't over the dress incident.
So worth it. Anyway, I think this is what I want to do. Bugs and worms. But like, for a job. Forever. It feels really good when I say it out loud. So, like, what do you think?
Be supportive of your friend. Screw the band.
Yeah, you seem really happy about it, so that's great. I can totally see you as a bug doctor or whatever.
Yeah! Bugologist! Anyway, you know how Rosa made that whole plant thing for college applications? Turns out you pretty much have to do something big like that to even get noticed by most schools. I'm working on this way to restore velvet worm habitats by turning trash into food for them, but it's gonna take a lot of hours with mango. And about a dozen different types of compost heaps to check all the variables and allow time for propagation, and I think I need a break from the band for a while.
Oh, Fang's gonna lose her.
The Battle of the Bands is gonna be my last show.
Oh, Fang is absolutely gonna lose it.
Say something?
Just take a minute.
Just...
If you had been paying attention to your friends, this wouldn't have been a shock.
You will not. Kef is mine.
Maybe we can share him?
You guys, he's evil.
Adventurers, this way, this way.
So you're just done?
There's a very two different moods going on here.
For now. I just want to focus on my future.
Well, what about our future?
Again, making it about you.
Oi! Ollie! You ready to conquer this quest?
Hell yes! I'm ready to kick some Brax's butt!
Faye? You ready?
Join us, Dark One!
Yeah. Okay. Let's play.
Are you gonna bring it in? Please don't bring it into the LNL game. Okay, good.
All right, everyone have their snacks all set up? Okay. Here we go.
I may have spoke too soon. We're doing this again.
Previously on LNL, the party joined by the newly recovered Dark One struck out into the Crystal Caves in search of Kef, the strikingly handsome leader of the cult of Braxis.
Look who stuck out, am I right?
The party decided to hang back and assess the situation. Their plans went awry and they alerted the cultists.
Which was kind of my plan all along.
Unfortunately, the ritual succeeded.
But then I found that crystal guitar.
The Crystal Axe of Fortitude.
Not to be accused with the other axe, the Blightbane one. This is the one that Ollie played, right? Now before she wanted to keep it for herself.
Yes. With some convincing, the party worked together and Ollie used the axe to free the party and return to the airship.
Don't forget about Kef.
And, in a very tragic turn, Kef was felled.
He's not that, I'm sure of it. Kef is too beautiful to die.
I won't comment on that. I will, however, remind you that after his alleged untimely passing, he also let you know about a hidden temple in the Ocean of Sand, and a fabled god-killing weapon said to lie in the misty mangroves.
You have a choice to make friends. You can go to Ocean of Sand to seek the temple and practice true name, or you can brave the misty mangroves for the Blightbane X. Big decision, both options sound equally unpleasant. Take a moment to think it over. I also like in this section that you could look at the NPC characters, and all of the NPC characters have similar looks to Reed because he's playing all of the NPCs. So that was like a nice little extra touch. Remind us of the unspeakable horrors you mentioned in the group chat, Celeste. The Ocean of Sand is incredibly vast. You risk losing both your way and your mind. But the Misty Mangroves aren't any better, not with those monsters driven mad from the Blight. Of the two incredibly dangerous options, I'm leaning Temple because the Ocean of Sand is the ancient homeland of my people. Also, I think learning the true name of practice will be really powerful. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. I'm getting a real Jeff levels up vibe from the temple. And people prefer to hide loot in the sand over swamp, the trees. It's just physics. Do not forget that Blightbane is the only loot that we really know is going to help us in our fight. Yeah, I'm feeling the swamp trees. I have a note from last session that says sexy swamp bus, I think. So we should take a hit from my past self. Notes from last session just say make sure to get the, and then it stops, and a page full of the word gold. This is also why I read off of Linnea's notes. That's why I color code them. No, it says sexy swamp beast. That makes a lot more sense. And mean swamp bus makes sense too. We all know how vine mages love to commune with nature, bro. Maya, didn't they invent skinny dipping in this world? Okay, let's choose. Temple, true name. It'll be a cakewalk. Think of what we could do with Blightbane. Right, guys?
You've been quiet, Faye. What say you to all this?
Do the temple. Because, you already got a weapon. You got the guitar. Let's go to the temple. You have backstory stuff there, right? Let's put those color-coded notes to work. Oh, yeah, awesome. To the temple, then. The mystery of the Ocean of Sand awaits. Is there anything we should be on the lookout for? Yes, beware the currents of sand that twist, the sweltering sun, and the misbegotten whispers of the winds. I also just dislike swamps in most games. So I'm just... nah. I'm avoid the swamp. Linnea, what does that mean? No idea, but I'm writing it down.
The vagrant heads out to the Ocean of Sand in search of the lost temple. The trek will be long and arduous.
This would be the spot. Disembark and find an entrance. We have no time to lose. Okay, let's split up. We'll cover more ground that way. I don't know Linnea. That's fine. I have my pact of the ancestors. I'll be totally fine if I get into trouble. We don't think we should split the party. Linnea will be fine. Mom and Dad are fighting. I'm going to start looking around. Me too. It's just a rational choice, you guys.
Okay. Jeff and Linnea begin exploring. Linnea, with your excellent search skill, you notice a small glow coming off a rock.
I thought the L&L thing was just going to be a one-off situation and not like an ongoing thing. Because the main story, it feels like there's so little like character interaction between the main group and backstory of like what's going on, that when you switch back to them, lots like the whole transition talk like just came out of nowhere. And I feel like if they hadn't put like this part in, then it would have been spent more time kind of developing and leading up to like those moments with the characters. But that moment kind of felt like unearned in a way. It just kind of happened, and so it just kind of like, okay, that's a thing, I guess. It's like an info dump. But then you switch to the L&L thing where it's like a whole different set of like character development. Like they're still themselves, but they're still playing different characters in the game. So it's I don't know. I feel like too many different directions this game went into, and it should have like focused down a bit more. Is there anything around the rock?
Just a bunch of sand.
Okay, I run over.
There are some small runes giving off this glow.
Can I read them?
They're quite small.
I get closer.
How hard are you focusing on them?
Very hard. I'm focusing very hard on them.
And what languages do you know?
I know Elven, Elemental, Dark Ancient, Lizard Folk, Mushroom Folk, Slug Folk, Demonic, Angelic, Purgatorial, Lower, Upper, and Middle Dwarvish, and also Pangean Sign Language.
Yeah, you can't read it.
I can also read any written writing. I have a feat for that.
Fine, you can read it.
What does it say?
Quicksand. At this
Ellipses.
point, you're about waist deep.
Oh, help.
Everyone rushes over.
Now you said you'd be totally fine. She can handle herself. Well, actually. She's still sinking, you two. Why are you being a jerk, Fang? Yeah, I'll help Linnea. I could just cast a vine spell and drag her out. Oh, maybe? No. For readers' sake, I cast Ocean's Breath on myself and just let myself sink until they're done.
Alright, you're able to breathe just fine, and you continue sinking. Then your sinking turns into falling. As you drop down, you land on a platform. The roiling quicksand above you is a lit, swirling gold. In front of you, you see a set of doors.
The temple! Yes. Oh, I jump in after her and hold my breath. Me too. Push Ollie into the quicksand and jump in. Hey.
The ceiling of the temple is made of glowing sand, which casts golden light over everything. A large spiral stairway leads down, the sandy steps sparkling and glittering. Set into the wall on the way down are these massive reliefs, murals made of glowing sand.
I look at the murals.
The murals are inlaid with the lightning-touched glass that reflects and changes color. Each mural depicts a figure. One figure is clad in dark robes, and their hands come together at their stomach, holding a crystal ball. Another figure stands tall, their arms outstretched. A spear laid across their palms, held upwards to the heavens. The final figure sits cross-legged, and above their head a pale sword hangs, defying gravity, pointing down at their skull. As you pass through the threshold, you enter a large open space. The room itself looks to be 2 stories tall, with 4 columns distributed around the space. The perimeter of the hall is a curtain of slowly shifting sand. The air in here is very stale. It's quiet, save for the gentle whoosh of the sand cascading down the walls. In the center of the room, there's a large altar made of the same glowing, translucent glass as you saw in the murals.
Anything on the altar?
As you draw closer, you see... let me just find what I wrote. Here it is. The altar is a massive triangular plinth of glass that has a dull glow from within, but the surface is polished, so it's almost a mirror. On each of 3 sides is an intricately carved image, and lying on top is an ancient skeleton wearing a gleaming set of polished plate armor. One of the skeleton's arms is outstretched toward the ceiling. In the other is a large sword. There are scorch marks under the skeleton.
Oof, no skeletons. They mean the spooks. Skeletons, things we all have inside us. Ew, don't remind me, that's disgusting. What do the images look like?
On one of the sides, there is an image of a skull. On another, there is a pictograph of a winged animal. On the third, there is an image of a hand.
Do you think the arm is a lever? Should I get up there and yank it? Is there anything special about the sand around the edge?
Do you place your hand in the sand?
I don't know, do I?
Do you?
Why are you saying it like that? I'm going to run back to the middle of the room. What do we do? Investigate the scorch marks. Let's take a look at these scorch marks. Got it! I figured out the puzzle. Yeah? Yeah, so in this edition of LNL, the hand is the symbol of Tayrin, the god of rebirth, renewal, and self-esteem. The winged animal is a phoenix, which is why there are scorch marks, and the skeleton is this key. What was the point of choosing what to... I'm impressed. That's amazing. It's just paying attention. I cast Rebirth on the skeleton. Oh, that's your highest level spell, are you sure? Yeah, it's obvious. I cast a spell.
You touch your symbol, and the rest of you feel a deep vibration in your chest as Linnea casts the spell and a small disc of light appears above the skeleton. You all feel your breath slightly leave your body as the disc enlarges and plunges into the skeleton. It gasps.
That's a skeleton gasp.
And slowly sits up.
Can't produce air. Greetings, child.
The skeleton cocks its head, staring at you.
I'm your new mother.
It raises its sword at you.
Wait, what? The handbook states that rebirth causes undead to treat me like a nurturing parental figure.
Oh, I know what it says. Everyone, roll initiative.
Roll for initiative. Seven.
Linnea, you're first, then Jeff, then Faye. Skeleton is advancing on you. What do you do?
I can't attack it, I just resurrected it. Plus, I just used up all my energy to cast that spell.
The skeleton lurches forward, grabbing you by the front of your clothes and raising its sword menacingly. You get the sense that it does not have good feelings towards nurturing parental figures.
Skeleton has mommy issues?
No.
You want to help out here? Throw my fork like a spear.
How good is your aim?
Eagle eye.
In that case, the spoon sails through the air and straight through its ribs and out the other side, taking a big chunk with it. The skeleton releases Linnea and stumbles back, stunned.
Nice, I run around and pick my fork back up.
All right, you're up, Faye.
Attack with a spell. $14. That's good. Cast fear.
Nice roll. The skeleton halts in its tracks. You can't see any expression in its skull face, but you start to see it visibly shake in fear.
Where I had snuck around to behind the skeleton, I pounce. I grab it by the jaw and yank the skull off its shoulders. You have to respect your mother.
The skeleton staggers around with you on its head for a moment and then throws you off, roaring.
I've seen enough warriors. Congratulations, you are worthy of the secrets of the temple. Who are you, skeleton? And more importantly, do you think Linnea is your mommy?
The skeleton raises its arm and grasps its face with its gauntlet, and then yanks. It gets flung out of the armor, landing in a mangled heap at your feet.
Nope, yuck.
The gauntlets, greaves, and bracers fall away, leaving a glowing curious that floats in the air.
Take the armor. Get the loot. Wait, what's the curious?
Oh, it's the chest part of the armor.
Yeah, it's pronounced curious.
Oh, no way. Yeah, I've only ever read that word. Anyway.
I am Anima, the living armor. I have been charged with protecting the Tome of the Forgotten. Tome of the Forgotten. That's Tome of the Forgotten. I believe you've heard of the Tome of the Forgotten. No, it doesn't ring a bell. I'm drawing a blank. It's called Tome of the Forgotten. Maybe we forgot it? Perhaps you remember it from a few sessions ago. Linnea? I don't have that in my notes. Oh, it must have been from that session I had to miss. The Tome of the Forgotten contains the true names of the old pantheon of gods. Great, let's take it. Unfortunately, the tome has been destroyed. Mammoth returned eons ago and immolated the book. Ah, that's what the scorch marks are.
Faye, you're standing near the altar as this happens, and as you look in its mirrored surface, you seem to notice your reflection moving slightly. As you stare, glowing eyes burst out from your reflection scales.
Ugh. Now what are we supposed to do?
You understand that Mammoth is Braxis?
Who is Mammoth?
I hate it when he texts people.
Secret knowledge to only one player that they can choose to divulge or not.
Come on, Faye. Tell us.
Do you want to tell them? Nah, don't milk it. Just tell them. Mammoth is Braxis. Wait, Mammoth, the true name of Braxis? How do you know? I don't know, I just know. Mammoth is gone by many names, one of which is Braxis, yes. Anyway, I've been trapped inside this room for 7 ages. How long is an age? 700,000 years. Yikes. Oh, how I long to see the sun once more. I can throw you in my bag if you want. Alas, I am bound to this place. Only the essence of an angelic can free me. Okay, hey, I'll do it. I'm sure something horrible will happen, but I'll do it. What could go wrong? 3rd time's the charm. No, it's okay. It's the birthright of my people, and I'm the one that got us into this mess. I put on the armor.
Are you sure?
If he says, "Are you sure?" you definitely shouldn't do it. No, you should definitely do it. You should do it 100%. You should double down. Yes, I'm sure.
You don the armor. As soon as you do, it constricts suddenly, fusing into your skin. A huge wave of energy bursts outward as everyone but Linnea is knocked off their feet. The sand columns in the room explode outward. You all feel the ground quaking as massive pieces of the ceiling fall and explode in sprays of sand.
Dialogue noise happened, but no dialogue box popped up. Nothing good comes from skeletons.
As this is happening, Linnea, you hear a quiet voice echo in your head.
Don't you worry, I've got you, mommy. Amazing! Eek, I'm blushing. Cute? Question mark ×2?
You watch as Linnea begins levitating upwards. A huge piece of ceiling lands on the altar, and it explodes in shards of glass.
Grab on.
You all grab on as more chunks smash downward. The suit lurches to the side, plunging into the veil of sand on the wall. You are all momentarily blinded, but the sand feels warm around you, like calm water. Then, your stomachs lurch as you feel yourself rocket upward. You burst out of the sand, hurtling high above the dunes, until you all come arcing down onto the deck of the Vagrant.
I got an achievement for picking to go to the desert. Well, that's a dramatic way to return. Mind the paint job, please. Faye figured out the true name of Braxis. And Linnea has a sexy new companion, right, Mommy? Oh, stop, Maya. I'm blushing again. Wonderful. This will be incredibly useful in our efforts to stop the cataclysm. Y'all should rest. I don't think Linnea is going to get much sleep. You're horrible.
You all retire to your quarters and turn in. But Faye, you spend some time struggling to fall asleep. And when you finally do, you're suddenly awoken by a light in your eyes. You open them. Does someone have a torch? No, it's coming from outside. You open the door to the deck and step out. You hear it before you see it. A slow whine. A whisper coming from this light in the sky. You hear something coming. A whisper, tickling at the base of your spine. A single word. Cataclysm. Something zips onto the deck beside you. It's a small piece of hail, sizzling. Then zip, zip, zip. More start coming down around you. Then come the screams. The burning hail rains down, tearing through the ship. Everyone is panicking, running. It's chaos. You see Sid and Celeste turn and run full speed off the deck, holding hands as they fall. The light winks out. For an eternity, everything is quiet. Then on the horizon, you see the sunrise. Rays of crimson light crawl across the sky. The whole sky is a dazzling red. It's so peaceful. And you wake up. In your bed, on the ship. You glance over at the mirror, but you don't see Faye. You see a shadow. A shadow with a burning red smile that whispers, "Hello, Faye. Miss me."
Why is Reed's voice acting so much, better in the L&L sections? Clearly, the voice actor is doing an amazing job, but, the direction for just Reed and everyday stuff is just so neutral. But this is, so much better. So that's why it's gotta be, a voice direction thing, making everything sound awkward, because the voice actors do great.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
That was... Phew.
Reed, dude, what the heck was that last bit?
Yeah, that vision you gave Faye was... ominous.
Things are reaching their conclusion. Time's almost up.
It's an awkward end to your D&D game.
Hey, Trish, can we talk?
It's kinda late, though. Gotta go feed Mango. Sage, walk me home, my cook with the left hook. We'll talk later. Battle of the Bands is gonna be epic. See ya!
Good evening. Our top story tonight, the latest on the asteroid scientists are predicting will make a close pass to the planet.
Officials continue to say there is little danger posed by this once-in-a-generation astrological event, with most projections showing the space rock missing impact by a margin of 20 to 30%.
But one local amateur astronomer is raising alarm with new self-published trajectories that show a much higher chance of impact from this massive object.
Are you looking at those? You already decided you weren't going. Montage time.
If I could just get close to you.
I was right. Prediction predicted. Figured it out. Again, detective skills on point.